I want to also ask you about industrial relations in Victoria, because you're the opposition spokesperson. There's a number of EBAs and pay deals that are being negotiated by the government, and it seemed just before Christmas last year there was a 11th hour halt to the action the police were taking. But the wages policy where it's set in Victoria is at around 3%. Would you or the Liberals increase that policy if elected?
Well, the Allan Labor government only just recently increased that to 3%. Although, having said that, they seem to be having industrial disputes mounting. You know, I mean, we seem to be becoming the strike action capital of the country here in Victoria because the Allan Labor government has a number of strike action on their hands with, of course, the police, and they've indicated that there might be further strike action, potential with firefighters, speed camera operators, even down on the ports. We've got something like 44,000 containers holed up on the ports because of strike action. And so, in terms of that wages policy of the government, at the end of the day, we have a number of frontline services taking strike action, and we've got to ask what is the Allan Labor government doing about that. They need to be at the negotiating table listening to these frontline workers.
The state's in a lot of debt, though. Can the state even afford to give even more of a pay rise?
The state was in a lot of debt and increasing debt when the government increased its wages policy to that 3%. We have a ballooning public sector wages bill, something like $38 billion now in public sector wages. That's increasing at a time when when government's spending is increasing equally. Not only is that increasing, the government has indicated that they are seeking to cut their public sector workforce. We would call on the government to make sure that that isn't going to impact frontline workers and frontline services.
Bridget, Vallance, thanks very much for your time and thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Simon.